Welcome to the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast. This podcast is dedicated to EAS employees of the U.S. Postal Service and members of the National Association of Postal Supervisors. So, pour yourself a cup of coffee and join us for today's episode. And now, here's your host, Robert Wakefield.
Good morning, Branch 32, and hello, everyone, from wherever you are listening to the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast presented by the Nashville Post Office Credit Union. This is the LTS series, the Legislative Training Seminar from Arlington, Virginia, and sitting across from me, ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Forget about it. Please welcome Jimmy Warden. Jimmy, how are you?
Robert, how you doing today?
I'm really good. Thanks for being on the show. It's so good to have you on.
It's always my pleasure.
And you've been on the show before.
Yes.
And did you tell your friends that you were on the show before?
I didn't have to. They already knew. They called me up and said, "Hey, I heard you this morning."
Really? That's so funny.
Yeah,
well,
true.
That's so funny because, most people when they get here on the podcast, they are just totally amazed at the sophistication of all this equipment that we have.
Oh, this is incredible. I feel like I'm going to make a hit record in here or something. Look at this.
Yeah, the producers are behind the glass. We have a huge staff. It's just unbelievable. So, Jimmy, it's great to have you here. We're at LTS, Legislative Training Seminar. Tell me, how many, I've been asking all these people this, how many LTSs have you been to?
I couldn't even count.
Is it more than 20?
Well, I had more hair and it was brown.
Well, that has been it's been a long time ago.
That's been a while.
Now, when you came to LTS the first time, were you an officer of your branch or just a member?
Well, I was an officer of the branch.
Okay,
yeah.
What officer were you then?
At the time, I was just thought that we had an executive board.
Oh, okay.
So I was part of the executive board for the Branch 100.
Okay, Branch 100.
Yeah.
Great branch.
Yeah. That
is just a fabulous branch. And so you came as part of the executive board on that, and you came to your first one.
Correct.
What do you remember about that first one? Or do you remember that first one?
I remember the first one, and I remember being a little bit lost. It was
really?
a lot the first time. That's
Sure.
why we have the first timers meeting.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a lot to take in. I really didn't know what to expect.
Right.
Going on the Hill and seeing congressional folks, it's like...
Oh, yeah, it's a kind of nerve-wracking.
It's a shock.
Yeah, at your very first one, it's kind of a shock.
Yep.
So you've been coming to a bunch of LTSs, and the thing that you like about LTS is what? What do you like the best?
It's the networking amongst people.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Which is great. It's also great to see when people come here, we all have the same issues.
Yeah.
We're all taking the same issues up to the Hill. We're all on one page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. Now, you're not responsible for getting the bills of what we're going to go support. That's Chuck, right?
That's Chuck.
Okay, that's what he does. So when you are in that position, how difficult is it to compile? Do you know how hard? I'm going to ask Chuck this question. How hard is it to compile that list of bills we're going to go talk to them about?
Well, usually, as you know, most of our bills, they're kind of continuing. Mm-hmm. And one of the missions is of our executive vice president is that after the Congress ends every 2 years, to get that bill reissued in the next Congress.
I got you. So that's what that is.
Yeah, just like with the Social Security bill that was passed, the WEP.
Exactly.
It took over 30 years,
Man.
But every year we just kept putting it in,
kept pushing.
Getting some sponsors for it.
Yeah,
right.
And the thing about that bill is I remember my first one that I came to, that was on the agenda.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, it's still, here we go again.
Yep.
We go back. Sometimes it doesn't seem like we're getting our message through sometimes, but eventually it does get through, doesn't it?
I believe when did that take place? Back in 1982?
Yeah, something like that.
There.
Yeah, and it just passed, you were at the signing of that.
Yep.
Yeah, with the president.
Yep, I had the honor to go to the White House. Yep.
Isn't that cool?
President Joe Biden.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Were you? Was that a cool moment?
Very cool.
Yeah, I had to think, you're with the president.
Yeah.
I don't care what your political affiliation is, but being with the president.
With a sitting president.
Yeah. Was that unbelievable?
I remember, I think Chuck told a story a few years ago at the LTS here. We were there, and then I was like, we tried to get up to see the president, but there was a guard. I think it was from the Air Force or something. So I says, "Could we go through?" And no, you can't go through. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like 10 feet from
away
the sitting president, and I can't say hello.
I can't even say hi.
Or get a picture. So I remember telling Chuck and Ivan, I says, "Come on."
Yeah.
So we went around. I said, "He didn't say I couldn't go this way. He said I couldn't go that way."
Oh. Well, nothing
so I
like
got
breaking
online
the law.
with the congressman and the senators. So no, and I got up there, and before you know it, I was up there. I was standing next to the president of the United States.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
so cool.
And I asked him, I said,
really
"You mind
neat.
if we get a photo?" And I says, "Our president and
Right.
executive." He goes, "Yeah, where are they?" So I had to call Ivan. Get up here, guys.
He's
Come
over
on.
there visiting with somebody, and the president's 10 feet away.
It was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that is really neat.
was really
Would you say that is one of the neatest experiences you've had while being in NAPS? Is that one of them?
It was a neat experience. I would say, yeah, but I'm
Because
kind
you're-
of sentimental about things. And
Yeah.
just meeting people across the country,
Yeah.
seeing that they all have the same issues, talking with them, that, kind of,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
As far as an experience, just, for me, seeing the president, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
But seeing the people around the country and everything, yeah.
Yeah, NAPS is really a great
It's-
organization, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've been in
Oh.
for how long? How long have you been in NAPS?
1989.
1989.
That's when I first became a supervisor.
Is that right?
Yep.
1989. That's been a while.
It's a little while. Like I said, that's when I had brown hair.
You had brown hair. Yeah, I tell you, I understand completely. Well, I understand that you've got a lot that's going on here. You're very, very busy during this time, but I appreciate you taking some time to talk on the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast. And but there's one question that I'm going to ask. I've been asking everybody, and so I need your gut reaction. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is your favorite sandwich? That reaction was priceless.
My favorite sandwich.
I want to know what your favorite sandwich is.
Actually, you're going to probably think I'm crazy. Pastrami on a salted bagel.
Pastrami on
On
a
a salted bagel.
on a salted bagel. Now, is that a New York thing? Forget about it.
Usually it's on rye. Pastrami with mustard on rye is a New York thing.
Oh,
but-
okay.
But I love salted bagels
So pastrami on a salted bagel is your favorite sandwich
with mustard.
let me write that down for crying out loud. With mustard, and that is none other than Jimmy. Forget about it.
Forget about
All
it.
right. Would you like to know what some of the others' favorite sandwiches are?
Sure.
Kevin Proctor, you know him?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Don't tell me it's bologna.
No, he went a little better than that. He went with a turkey bacon sandwich from Subway.
Okay.
Robert McMurray, he's living life on the edge. He went with chicken salad and provolone on white bread. Oh, that's on fire. And then the Italian sub was Don's.
All right.
So there you go. But you go with the pastrami, Italian pastrami on a salted bagel with mustard.
Pastrami on salted bagel.
Pastrami on it. Okay.
With mustard.
With mustard. Okay. Well, Jimmy, I got all that, and I just cannot thank you enough for answering that very personal question. Thanks so much for being on the podcast today, buddy.
My pleasure.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. We have so much fun, don't we?
Oh, always. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Saturday Cup of Joe podcast. Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of Robert Wakefield and do not necessarily reflect the views of the National Association of Postal Supervisors. We welcome your questions and comments, so send those to SaturdayCupofJoe@gmail.com.